right, I just stopped in between, Arizona and New Mexico on my way to Nevada. And I decided to pull over here. I mean, there were some gorgeous spots, but this just seems like where I could keep still for just about 5 minutes. That's all we got, 5 minutes. Yeah, let's check this one out. So my father sent this atheist joke to my cousins a while back. And it was, you know, somehow it was just so cute that this atheist, and it was so funny that he wanted to sit beside this little girl on an airplane and, you know, ask her some questions about God. And, you know, it's supposed to be so funny. And at the end of the joke, basically the little girl ends up saying, you know, well, how are you qualified to talk about God if you don't know anything about shit? And it was just so funny. And I just thought how ironic that was because, you know, what we call it nowadays, it's called grooming, right? Especially in the therapy world, dealing with youngsters and their sexual traumas. So, yeah, this is a little touristy stop. But, yeah, let's solve this riddle joke, right? Okay. Let me get this down. Answering the joke and the riddle to his wrongfully accusations, he said. Yeah, right. Okay, here we go. Okay, so, fear no evil, and I do not fear evil. I face my trauma as I am able. I'm the little girl in this plane of existence. And she came back to say to you, the atheist, I know you know everything about shit. I know you know it depends on the makeup of the being and how they process what they consume. And that is what causes the type of shit that they produce. And this is how you use your physiology to mind control, brainwash, and perform your tricks on their souls. You were found out. We are not afraid of you. And when I say we, I mean the infant, the little girl, the teenager, the young woman, the woman, all of us are not afraid of you. We call you out on your shit. So, there are no threats. There is no retaliation. There is no need. Because you have done the deed. So as I meditate and reflect before I send this and will share this, let me add that it's also how you perform your tricks on their minds, led by their souls of the subconscious. And it's not just the deed, it is the deeds, plural. So this is not the little girl that cried wolf too many times, as that was your favorite story to tell me about the little girl who cried wolf too many times. So when she did again, no one believed her. Well, I remember your joke. That day I confronted you again about some things with Mom. You didn't want to talk about it. Started getting a little argument, making me afraid that, okay, this was it and you were going to cut me off financially. So I went to have Chinese food. And you told me your little joke about how you slept in bullshit. And then you rubbed my hand with your finger in the middle of the palm of my hand, like a pervert. You rubbed your finger in the middle of my palm on our way to the soup kitchen to help feed the homeless. Now I know how calculated you are, because you even had me working for the pediatrician before I was of legal age to even work. I was doing accounting books before they were all digitalized when I was like 10 years old. So, you know, you think this shit's funny? Because most people don't. And I hope that your heart and your mind will break in such a way that you can have compassion and know that if you are an atheist, like so many of these cult leaders, there is a true spirit. And I will be that true testimony that there is a true spirit, a true sword that will cut all swords. There's a true spirit that will cut all other swords of the words. Are you comprehending this? Because I don't understand how you could not. With all the teachings you have done and all the things you have learned, I'm pretty sure you understand where I do not any longer. I comprehend. Because to stand under is to be your slave. And you discarded me as a slave, but I'm coming back as a living soul woman of truth. Yeah, so there we have that. That's self-hypnosis, self-healing hypnosis. I was in a hypnotic state of mind. That's how we know it was true. It was true. Once my father said he had been wrongfully accused to my cousin. And my cousins were really supporting me then. All right, that's a cute one. Bye.